Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Eagles versus Bears halftime. We're breaking down top reactions, takeaways, all that in between. Joining me, my man Ryan. What's going on, man?
Wow, that was an unexpected first half. Not the prettiest game we've ever seen, but luckily it is against the Bears, and we still run into halftime up 10-6.
Yeah. Summary: Jalen Hurts' worst half of the season. It was coming, but here we are. An amazing design run up the middle gives the Eagles the lead. Justin Fields' electric athleticism. We'll break that down a little bit in just a second. And Hassan Reddick, a man among boys. Hassan Reddick. Whoa! Hassan Reddick has been lights out in this one. But we got to start off. We got Steven in the house. Going to go on a limb, say maybe not an idea to throw more than run in 20 degrees. Absolutely agree, Steven. We're going to talk about that in a second. What's up with TPL? We got dinged last week on a stupid Anthony Richardson highlight reel that I made last Sunday. So we got kind of the TO, the timeout, I mean, for a week. So we're back, though. We're back, Steven. Games like this makes me think the NFL is a WWF. But let's just jump right into Jalen Hurts. 8 of 16, 139 yards, 2 interceptions. Couple of those picks were really bad, albeit a really, really lazy route by Quez Watkins on that one. But by far, that one throw he had was the worst of the season. Yeah. He does have 7 carries and 40 yards and a touchdown on the ground. But real quick reaction to Jalen Hurts in the first half.
Yeah, he just he hasn't looked like himself. That first interception, it was just such a bad ball. And even if Gordon wasn't there, I feel like that. I don't know who it was, but no, I think it was number 33. He stepped right in front of AJ and probably would have had the pick himself. So it was just his balls, his throws aren't looking crisp like they normally are. But saying that though, he still has made a couple of nice throws. Luckily, he's kind of helped himself on the ground. But yeah, you said it best. This is probably his worst half of football so far this year. And hey, listen, it's a different half, same game. Let's put it behind you and just go out there and do what you know how to do, and we should be able to handle the rest of this game.
Absolutely agree. Steven says these Bears edge rushers have zero discipline. Run a few draws to Miles Sanders, and that dude may run all day. The storyline of the game so far has to be the amount of passing versus running in this game. Miles Sanders has 3 carries for 12 yards. We have seen a lot of design runs from Jalen Hurts, and one of them did lead to a touchdown. I'm looking at my numbers here, just 2 runs from Miles Sanders. I'm not saying I want to see like a huge, heavy dose of run from the Eagles. I'm not one of those like run the damn ball kind of guys, but like they got to find some balance, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel like this happens every couple of games where like by halftime you look at the stats and you're like, how has Miles Sanders only touched the ball 3 times? Like, and it was towards the very end of the second that he got those 3 carries. Like, you know what I mean? And so like I don't get it. I don't get why they get so like caught up in the pass sometimes. Regardless of even if you want to pass heavy, you still have to mix that in with your running backs. Even if you have a running quarterback, you still need to have designed runs with your running back to keep the defense just at least on their toes, you know? Yeah. And they go away from that so often and so randomly, especially after knowing that like Sanders ran for 144 yards last game. Like, it's cold. It's a little windy. It's Chicago. Like, it's December. Like, run the ball a little more. That's all. You don't have to go a ton, but just, come on. Sanders should have at least 8 carries, if not more.
Yep. Let's jump right in. I mean, Devontae Smith obviously had a humongous catch down the sideline. on a big play. It was a 38-yard reception on 3rd and 3 late in the first half. That was humongous for the Eagles offense. It's been really feast or famine in this game for both teams. But let's jump right into the defense because we don't have much time. Let's get into Josh Sweat, 2 sacks here, 2 tackles for loss. But I think the star of the game so far on the Eagles end is Haason Reddick. He also has 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, 2 quarterback hits. Thoughts on Haason Reddick and this pass rush?
He has absolutely been, to me, the only Eagle that has just consistently shown up today. He is constantly in Fields' face. He's constantly disrupting the play. He has his 2 sacks. He's rushed some throws. He's hit Fields' arm a couple of times. I can't say enough about he is just constantly there and in the play. And at least we have that going for us on the defense. The fact that he has 2 sacks, he's up to what now, 12? You have Sweat, who's now up to 9.5. He should, by the end of the game, he may get over that 10 mark. The defense hasn't been the greatest, but the pressure at times has been really, really good today.
Yeah, the pass rush for the Eagles has been outstanding. Let's look at Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat now has 6 sacks the last 4 games, if my math is correct. That's insane, man. Josh Sweat is on a different level right now. Haason Reddick absolutely destroying Alex Leatherwood in this one. You look at Javon Hargrave, also got a sack in this one.
Yep.
In fact, Hargrave has 5 of his 9 sacks this year now have been on 3rd down. That's kind of been the storyline of this Eagles defense, man. 3rd down pressure and getting home on 3rd down. They have 3 sacks in this one on 3rd down against the Bears. So obviously the pass rush has been excellent. The Eagles are up 10-6. I'm going to go to some comments here real quick. Steven says Tom Brady wouldn't be very accurate deep in a win like this, for crying out loud. It's mind-boggling. We were calling for some deep passes to start the game. I didn't think it would be this heavy on that end. Steven says, I thought they're setting up the run with deep passes. I guess, but it should be the other way around usually.
I mean, technically it should be, but
I still don't know how the right guard of the Bears hurt his neck. I rewound it 5 times. Yeah, Tevin Jenkins, I think, went down. Yeah. And St. Brown also went down. So the Bears are hurting, man. They are hurting. And then Dive's going to bust out the Parsons Sweat sack rate number soon. I'm telling you, Sweat he's just underneath Parsons, just underneath. He's right there, man. And after this game, who knows? Who knows what it's going to look like after this game.
I think in our pregame, I predicted 6 sacks. They already have 5, so looks like I missed the mark on that one. Hopefully they can keep up the pressure, and they just obviously have to do a better job of kind of containing Fields. I know it's a hard thing to do, but when you're rushing the edge, you really got to set that edge a little wider, so that way like that Brandon Graham play, he took that step in, and that was all that it took for Fields to get right around him to get that 1st down, and he knew it too. So hopefully they kind of can adjust and just, again, set that edge a little bit wider, because Fields is not known for taking the runs in the middle. He doesn't want to do that. We got big boys up the middle. We got linebackers that'll come down on him. So set it wider. I think that'll certainly help with the Fields issue that we've been having.
Yeah, that's the other storyline that we haven't touched on yet, is Justin Fields and the scramble. The Eagles have not had an answer for that yet. The Bears are actually doing a really good job on 1st down. I'm looking at my numbers here. They've got a run for 7 yards, a pass for 7 yards, a scramble for 7 yards, pass for 13 yards. They're getting it done on 1st down and kind of putting the Eagles in those 3rd and shorts the Eagles defense in those 3rd and shorts. Luckily, There's been some bad play calling from the Bears end. Why would you drop back on 3rd and short?
Yeah.
Times, things like that. When you have Fields,
Right.
if Jalen Hurts is dropping back on those 3rd and shorts, I will be screaming as well.
Right. It's definitely been a weird game, play calling. I mean, the fact of the matter is that they opted to punt. It looked like the kicker was like, "Nah, dude, I don't have it." Like
that was a weird play. At least go for it. You're what, 3-10? You have Fields who's running all over the Eagles defense. Go for it, at least.
Yeah. I mean, even if you miss that kick, you're still putting the Eagles back. Like it just doesn't make any sense, honestly. So clean it up, Eagles. Set the edge wider. Get better with your play calling. We should be able to handle the rest of this game.
Awesome. Plugs. We'll wrap it up and head to second half.
Yeah. Second half about to start. Let's go Birds. Make sure you follow me on all social media, Philly Sports Alliance. Twitter handle right down there, Philly Sports PSA. Shout out to TPL. Make sure you follow all of them. And Birds of the Round Table every Tuesday.
Let's go. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Second half is on the way. We will see you when the clock hits 0 for the post-game show, breaking everything down more in depth. From my man Ryan at Philly Sports PSA, I am Dives, Mr. Crockpot. Stay awesome. Everyone, go Birds.